Utah Jazz not even close to wanting to go
Come on, Carmelo and John Stockton, way to wake them up.
107-91.
We ain't getting swept.
We ain't getting swept. Yeah, no sweep at all. Donovan Mitchell, huge game. We'll have the highlights of that. Also, it's Dingus Day. Did you know that?
No way.
This is Dingus Day, Monday.
So we gonna get to see Miss Dingus?
No, I don't know if we'll see Miss Dingus, but we have all the supplies for Dingus Day.
What?
When we come back. Mike D'Antoni's Rockets outscored 31-12 in the fourth quarter by Utah as the Jazz stay alive, and we welcome you to Inside the NBA, presented by Kia. Ernie Johnson here at Studio J. We got Shaq, we got Kenny, we got Charles, and we got ourselves a 3-1 series as the Houston Rockets' only 4-0 sweep remains. Kenny Smith's win over Shaquille O'Neal's Magic in the final.
That's the Rockets' only sweep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You got swept. But
that wasn't a best of five.
Doesn't matter. Sweep is a sweep.
No, it's not. Yes, it does.
The brooms came out, didn't they? Mark Jackson and Joe Oakley, they brought the brooms on the court.
Can you know what's funny about games like this? Utah, they played inspiring basketball. So let's just say they go to Houston and win. Now, people start to change the conversation.
But this is what I was saying, Shaq, about earlier. I was the guys I played with in my career, we always had a delusion of grandeur. I know that you guys have delusion of grandeur as great players. There's no doubt about it that you never thought that you could not win. But when you told me that there are other guys on your team that thought that way and you knew it, I was surprised to hear that because I'm glad I played with guys like the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, but I'm not
that would never thought that they could not win the series or not win a game in a sweep.
I'm not going to blame on the guys. I was part of that too. When you down 0-3 to a superb team like Utah, there is no coming back. When you down 0-3 versus the Rockets in final, there is no coming back, right? So we just said, look,
I still just can't believe that you even think that. Because we would say, hey, listen, we up 3-0, but if Shaq starts rolling, and all of a sudden, Nick Anderson starts hitting that jumper again, we might be in trouble.
Well, when we look at,
they don't.
Bye-bye.
As we look at what happened tonight, we begin with what happened at the end of Game 3. When you're Utah and you go back to a place where you got run out of the gym in the first two games, now how do you bottle up what you did in Game 3 and 4 and make it competitive in Game 5 and try to steal one there?
Because the best teams have the shortest memories, and they don't realize that they got blown out in Houston. They remember that they're like, oh, we just got this, and this is how we got it. We won this way here tonight. This is successful. Those other things didn't work because, as Chuck says it more than I do, the NBA is about adjustments, from game to game. There was an adjustment in Game 4, and now they say, oh, that works. And when you give NBA players a light at the end of the tunnel, they feel better about themselves. They feel good about themselves. And as Shaq just said, man, if we get this one, it's 3-2. And we're not losing in the crib. So now it's going to be Game 7. So guys start thinking the delusion of grandeur starts to set in.
And I disagree with Kenny because...
You disagree with the point that I make that you always say?
Yeah, listen.
Why you disagree with yourself? No. So don't say you disagree.
He's done that before.
Because I said you say it all the time and I agree with you. Okay.
About adjustments. The Rockets don't make adjustments. The Rockets play one way. They just was
I'm talking about Utah.
No. It has nothing to do with Utah. The Rockets, the good and the bad with the Rockets, they don't make adjustments. Mike D'Antoni don't make no adjustments. The reason they lost this game, they had I think the biggest lead they had was maybe 4 or 6. 5.
Right there.
And then they go 0 for 14. I mean, think about it. 4. They shot 13 threes in one quarter and missed them all. Chuck's right. They're going to be
listen. No, I'm not talking about the Rockets. I'm talking about
Utah's adjustment. But feeling good about yourself.
Feeling good about
well, listen, but I'm just saying. Listen, a great win by Utah. I love the way they competed. But they were down in this game, and the Rockets missed 13 straight threes in the fourth quarter. But that's the thing about the Rockets. They're not going to change. I remember last year we were in Houston when they missed
27 in a row.
27 in a row. And you're like, aren't they going to go to the basket at some point? They're not going to go to the basket. The Rockets, like Mike D'Antoni, he's one of the greatest offensive minds ever. He going to give that ball to James Harden. He going to score, step back, or they going to shoot threes. They ain't going to make no adjustments. That's the way they play. I have to agree with Chuck. Utah, they came out and played very inspired, plus 30 on the boards. Plus 30 in the paint, plus 17 on the board. But the Rockets, they're going to say, we didn't shoot the ball well in the fourth quarter. We know what we have to do. So if Utah could out-hustle Houston and Houston could...
What do you think Utah is saying? Not the Rockets. We know the Rockets saying we up 3-1.
Utah is saying we played better defense. We came out, we left it all on the line. Donovan finally hit some shots. Jay Crowder finally showed up. If you can get those guys to match that and get Houston to miss all those shots like they did, they have a shot. But, Houston's they're not worried.
No, I didn't say they were worried. I'm just saying what Utah's thinking.
Yeah. Crowder had 19 points through the first three games of the series.
But if Utah wins that
23
game,
tonight.
But y'all win that game, they ain't losing at the crib.
We have a Game 5 in Houston, and you will see it on TNT on Wednesday night.